The next place that he's going to go is he's going to visit with 3rd and 4th graders in a classroom at Our Lady Queen of Angels School in East Harlem. So if we put that into the gematria counter, we again get 924. Now he's here on the 25th, of course, but there's an extra 1 there, so you can add that in. And then down here we have a 923 and also a 37, which is indicative of the 12th prime. It was a 1221 prime mirror and a 3773 mirror that they like to throw into their symbolism having to do with creation. I think it's a creation number, a star matrix number. So this is a 9, the whole thing, and it's a 925, see? And it's also a 922. So you can kind of see why the Pope wanted to come here. Now I'm trying to get this onto Google Earth because I think the location is really important too. I'm going to guess since this is in East Harlem, there's mostly minorities here. We saw during 9/11, we saw that that's where George Bush was. He was visiting with minority children, and I have a video on my blog that shows that they were involved in some black magic with the children. They were having the children repeat back some words having to do with kites and planes hitting and steel burning and things like that. So that was a black magic action, and I hope that the Pope is not going to involve any children in black magic because I think that is nasty. All right, let's just come down here, and on my outro you'll see a drawing where I draw out Isis here. I could draw it again, because like this, and there's a lot more detail here, but she has some hair like this. She has an earpiece, little spiral. There's a little spiral here. I don't know which directions these go, but the main thing about this that's important having to do with our part of the world, oh, it won't let me, well, first of all, I'll draw it and then I'll bring you in. There's an eye right here. And right here is Saddam Hussein's palace. And you can see this line that goes out and this line that goes out, and it almost looks like the Capitol building, the way you have an eye and these lines that go out. I could measure this to see the angle of this line, but this line, so I think this, you know, it roughly looks like a 33-degree angle. I haven't measured it yet, but this line right here goes to the Freedom Tower, Washington Monument, and the Georgia Guidestones. And this line, actually I can't remember where this goes. I'll try to figure this out and tell you. Okay, so this line basically goes to Lake Titicaca in Peru, and there's a story over there about a god, Viracocha, rising out of the lake and teaching the people, being a benevolent god, like a Venus teacher, kind of a god. And then when at the end of his life, he walked on water and disappeared. He didn't die. He just walked out on water and went away. That's the way the story goes. So that's the top and the bottom of this vision. You can see that you have to kind of come in quite a bit here to see these things. This is another ziggurat. And I think, I can't remember which of the Anunnaki gods this is dedicated to, but this spiral right here is Saddam Hussein's palace. Now, spiral itself is a connected word to all of these things. Actually, I don't think I have to look it up. I'll just, I think it equals Matthew and Bergoglio and Blue Apple. Well, we're going to get to Central Park, and it does have a 9/11 in the gematria, and so I hope you'll stay tuned for this. And I know these are long, but you know, in case this turns out to be a very important world event for us as a family of men, I think it's worth it to go ahead and take the time and explain as many things as I can. I am holding back. I could go into a lot more depth on these things, but I really want to just have fun, show you a smattering of what's going on behind the curtain here. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you soon.